Florida Atlantic versus the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Game 1, 91,000 Husker fans wearing red, packing up the stadium to see the 125th football season for the Huskers. In the first play, we're going to start with Tommy Armstrong dropping back, throwing a fade pass to Kenny Bell, and one hands the catch. How do you keep doing this, Kenny Bell? The Mr. Reliable Kenny Bell getting a huge chunk of yards for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Great play, great pass. And here we're going to start at the 5-yard line. Tommy Armstrong does a QB draw, twists his way, lowering his shoulder for a touchdown to give the Cornhuskers 6. And it's 7-0. Cornhuskers doing their thing for when they get a touchdown. Now they're going to try to reverse here and trick the black shirt defense, but doesn't, because Greg McMullen is there to stop him. Way to stay your ground, way to stay home and get him. David Santos and Greg McMullen. Great play from the black shirts right there. And then the quarterback's going to drop back and throw it to number 12, but gets nowhere because guess who? Zaire Anderson is there. He's got big shoes to fill, Deontay Evans' shoes to fill, and he's looking to have a great season, and I think he will. And here we go, Amir Abdullah breaking off a huge run. Nothing new for Amir Abdullah. This is just like nothing to him. He makes it look so easy, striding out, great cutbacks, gets a huge chunk of yards for the Huskers. And here we go, Tommy Armstrong connecting to his favorite target, Jordan Westerkamp, and this is his roommate. So of course they're gonna have great chemistry throughout the season. Westerkamp and Armstrong, and here we go again. Amir Abdullah breaking off a big run, but this time for 6. Amir Abdullah looking to be in New York, to be a Heisman runner-up. This game definitely helped his Heisman campaign as he ran for 232 rushing yards and one touchdown. Could have easily got 300 yards rushing. And here we go. And Tommy Armstrong throws once again to who? Oh yeah, Westerkamp. Man, who would have ever guessed? Westerkamp with a great catch. Also a Mr. Reliable. And Armstrong keeps the ball on his own read. Leaps over the defender. Looking great here. Great read. And gets down to the 2-yard line, and then they cap it off with the beast, Amani Cross, lowering his shoulder, chopping his feet. He hit the first 6, and then here, how Westerkamp? How do you keep doing this? Do you have eyes in the back of your head? Not only did he catch a Hail Mary last year to win the game, he also makes a behind the back catch. This is gonna be catch of the year. No one can ever one up this, and he got a toe tap. Amazing play from Westerkamp. And then here, Amir Abdullah, what? A big run? Really? I mean, he got a huge chunk of yards again? Wow. I would have never guessed that. Amir Abdullah, a great run again. And just showing and saying, why not? I mean, what's going on? This is too easy for me. Yes, we know, Amir. Good job, man. Going to move on to the next play, and he's going to give it to Terrell Newby, and it gets to the corner for a touchdown. Terrell Newby having a big game, a great game. The Nebraska Cornhuskers have a lot of depth at quarterback. There is no lack of talent right there. All 3 running backs had a great game. And the black shirt defense getting there, tackles the quarterback, getting a big sack. The black shirts defense held Florida Atlantic to only 200 total yards. A great day for them. And Tommy Armstrong, another great, beautiful pass on stride to Kenny Bell, to his probably second favorite target. And it was a great pass, a great connection. I can't wait to see this 3-headed monster throughout the season. And number 15, I can't pronounce his name, but that was his first career touchdown with the Cornhuskers, and the Huskers win 55-7, a big win, 784 total yards.
First of all, Westerkamp be like,
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
So let's start off with the offense. Wow, really? 784 total yards and a Big Ten record? That is impressive. I don't care who you play. I don't care if it's against Florida Atlantic. I don't care if it's against Virginia. I don't care if it's against like South Dakota or some other crappy team. Who cares? Getting 784 total yards is impressive. I mean, we should have beat him more than 55-7. Like, holy crap, we should have beat him by 80 points. That's unbelievable. I don't care what you say. That's pretty impressive. I mean, not even Oregon's been able to do that. Armstrong, he had a very impressive game. I was really impressed by him. He got a rushing touchdown on QB draw and a few more rushing yards. He was running the ball great. He's always good with the option. I think that's the best thing he does is the option. Great decision making on the option. His passing was really good. I gotta tell you, he's got an arm, man. I mean, he went for over 200, well over 200 yards passing. I mean, he was throwing bombs to Kenny Bell, Jordan Westerkamp for a touchdown. He looked really impressive, really good. I mean, everyone was giving him crap last year, but you gotta remember, he was just a redshirt freshman. He got put into kind of a bad situation. I don't think he was expecting to get really that much playing time unless it was garbage time against crappy teams. But he looked really impressive, and I was pretty proud of him for that. And the receivers. You can tell who his favorite targets were. Obviously, Kenny Bell and Jordan Westerkamp. Kenny Bell and Jordan Westerkamp are one of the most reliable receivers we have. I think can be one of the best duos in college football. Kenny Bell, he got a one-hand snag, as you saw in the highlights, and he was really good. I mean, making plays, running his routes crisp and clean, catching it with his hands, and he did really good. Now let's talk about Jordan Westerkamp, the stash. How do you keep doing this? A catch behind your back. I mean, first the Hail Mary, that was crazy enough. I mean, you're already going to be remembered in Nebraska football history for that Hail Mary. But then you make this play behind your back. You catch it behind your back. Not to mention, you also had a toe tap. You stayed in bounds right next to the sideline, on the edge. How do you keep doing this? It's unbelievable. I don't care what anyone says. It's catch of the year. I don't think anyone's going to one-up that. Yeah, one-hand catches. We've all seen those. But have we ever seen a catch behind the back? I don't think so. It's going to be catch of the year. Let's talk about the running backs. Oh my gosh. Amir Abdullah. Man, you are on your way to New York. I promise you. Todd McShay had him 5th right now for the Heisman running, like the 5th place for the Heisman right now. And that game against Florida Atlantic definitely helped him. 232 rushing yards with just 21 rushing attempts. He could have easily gone over 307 yards to break Roy Halu's rushing record, but it was good to give him a break. That was impressive. Wow. That was awesome. I think he's going to be on his way to New York. I mean, it's still early, and it was just Florida Atlantic. But even last year, 11 out of the 13 games we played, he got over 100 yards rushing. So why can't he do it this year? Right now, he's statistically on his way to get 2,000 yards rushing, and if he gets 2,000 yards rushing, I think he's going to be definitely a top 3 for the Heisman race. And then let's also talk about the backups. Nebraska, I think, is the deepest in running backs. They got the best depth in running backs. Monty Cross, we all know what Monty Cross can do. He pounds it. He even has some pretty good open field speed. He lowers his, everyone's afraid to tackle him. I mean, the dude's a beast. I wouldn't want to tackle him. I just let him run right by me. And then Terrell Newby. Wow, Terrell Newby had a great game. He's got a lot of speed. Once he goes to the outside, you cannot stop him. He had a great game. The running backs are awesome. We got the best running back duo. I think even better than Wisconsin. Wisconsin's running backs, I don't think, are near as good as Nebraska. Let's talk about defense. The first quarter, they were scaring me. They drove on their first possession. The Florida Atlantic Owls drove all the way down for a touchdown, and that was really frustrating me. I kind of thought, man, it's gonna be like last year against Wyoming when defense was terrible and Florida Atlantic wasn't gonna keep the game close. But we didn't. After the first drive, we dialed down and we played great. Zaire Anderson, David Santos, Greg McMullen, everybody was looking awesome. We held Florida Atlantic to just 200 yards, 200 total yards of offense. That was great. We didn't let them score another touchdown since, and we won 55-7. I was really happy with the defensive performance. We need to keep it up, especially against the next opponents in a few weeks against Miami, Michigan State, and all them. The thing that I didn't like, or kind of worried about, is the penalties still. The penalties, oh my gosh, that first quarter, like seriously, we had like 6 penalties, huge plays we had, called back every time. Every time we got a big play that whole game, I kind of stopped and waited, is there a flag? Is there a flag? But flags still seem like an issue. Granted, it was the first game. First games aren't always the best. First games are usually the sloppiest games. And I think Nebraska will improve on the flags as we move on. One thing that was one of the biggest surprises and a huge improvement for the Huskers is 0 turnovers. Not 1 turnover. We haven't done that since 2012. It's been 2 years since we haven't turned over the ball. That's big. That's how you win games. I mean, like, for example, if we didn't have 5 turnovers against Michigan State last year, we would have won. We should have beat Michigan State. We definitely kept up with them. We would have won without those turnovers. And that's big. No turnovers. I mean, that was awesome. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Watch next week as we play McNeese State. It starts at 11 a.m. on ESPNU. I think it's going to be a good game for the Huskers. I don't think it's going to be as easy. McNeese State went 10-3 in FCS level. That is FCS though. I'm just saying, I don't think it will be as easy. I think Nebraska will still do great. I don't usually like to make predictions, but when it's these games, I'm a little more confident. But yeah, tune in more, and thanks for watching.